The Thunder stolen. Jalen Green, some rejection.
All right, and we're back. This is episode 7 of the Unclutch podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Chris.
Hey, what's going on? It's Isaiah.
And today we have another Unclutch member decide to pop up. We got Brandon here.
Yes, sir. It's your boy B. What's up, y'all?
So, Mr. Brandon wanted to pop in 7 episodes in, but it's okay. We don't judge around here. We don't judge around here. Why don't you go ahead and give us a quick little backstory about you know why you choose basketball as your passion? Why is basketball your thing?
Basketball is my thing because it's what I found the most joy in, and I really met the most people through basketball. Most of my friends are from basketball, and I met basketball teaches you a lot of things, teaches you a lot of life things, teaches you a lot of family stuff, and teaches you how to fight for other people and stuff like that. So basketball was I fell in love with it because of the joy and happiness it brought me, to be honest.
Okay. And how familiar? When did you get started into basketball?
I actually started basketball late. I used to play in the YMCA league out there in A-Leaf by like Taylor. I used to play over there, but I didn't know how to play basketball.
Okay.
I was just out there getting cardio in, like PJ Tucker. That's really what I was doing. And then in middle school, I was a equipment manager.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, Coach, can you help me learn like about basketball? Cause like, I don't know what the fuck this is. He helped me out. He actually helped me out. Shout out Coach Jones, O'Donnell Middle School.
My coach too.
Yeah.
Really?
For tennis.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So he helped me out, and then the last game of the year I ended up playing.
Okay.
And it was actually pretty cool. And then freshman year in high school, from that summer from 8th grade to 9th grade, I learned really kind of how to play basketball. I watched more basketball, made the team freshman year, and I played all 4 years of high school. So.
Okay. So you say you started late, and then you brought up a story from middle school. So you know, some
That's
of us,
late.
Some of us ain't
Some
playing
of us started
organized at all.
last We know it got
To me, that's late.
That's great. That's great. So you went real early. Well, I mean, we're gonna say early for the Unclutch members because I know a lot of us don't have that deeper basketball foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So did you just end in playing? Do you have a favorite team?
So yeah, I mean my favorite team, Rockets.
Okay.
H-Town, you already know, like we, Houston, all day, every day. Now, for the most part, it was all, when I was watching basketball, all favorite players.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, the one I watched the most that helped me learn the most was Kobe.
Okay.
Is he my favorite? No.
Oh, okay.
He's not my favorite, but he's the one that got me started. I can be completely honest and say he is the reason I watched basketball was Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
He used to kill the Rockets. He obviously had that crazy mentality, that Mamba mentality, whatever. His shoes are my favorite to hoop in.
Yeah, probably the best.
They're like the best technology, to be honest, the best thing ever to really wear. But yeah, that's really how it got me started was definitely Kobe for sure.
Okay. And it's crazy because like, you know, rest in peace Kobe. He's been gone a while, and still there are more and more stories, more and more different things that I'm hearing about his Mamba mentality and his preparation.
Different stories every
Yeah,
day.
you hear like almost like Chuck Norris type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you die, you get to a different level. Like you ascend. You know, not even your spirit, but just like your essence and everything about you just becomes greater than.
Right.
He was already a great man, great father, great player, great person from what we hear, but. After death, everything just gets
He gets
you just
magnified for
ascend.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know. So
for
and
sure.
also you can't say bad things about somebody who's passed. You know,
facts.
unless they're like a terrible person,
Right.
like a dictator or something like that. I'm not even gonna name no names.
No names needed.
But yeah, man, all the NBA players, they all look up to Kobe, and I think most of the players that are playing now, the young guys, that's probably their favorite player. It's Kobe, you know. And as you speak on the shoes, were you able to get those reverse crunches? Did you cop those today?
Nah, so what it was is so one of my friends who ended up winning my sneaker giveaway, me and him real cool. He also followed Unclutch as well. Shout out to Jay. He saw someone's story on Instagram or someone I followed that I've done a shoe deal with before, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you know him? I need those Grinches." So I got them from him last night, and then I dropped them off to him today. But he may or may not watch this. Since I haven't got any of the new Kobe's yet, I tried them on before I gave them to him to see if I could fit them.
Were they DS or no?
Nah, they weren't DS.
Okay.
They were
You're
worn.
good then.
They were worn. Yeah, I know that would be a violation, but if it was a brand new shoe, nah.
Clean socks or dirty socks?
It was clean socks, bro. Clean socks, bro.
Did you take off your socks to put on clean socks to put them on?
Yeah. I put on
Okay,
I put on
okay.
actual clean socks. Like I make sure I didn't want to play them like that, but. That's how badly I need a new pair of Kobe's. So I was like, me and him wear the same size. So I was like, let me see if I can really fit these. And I tried to do one of those in the mirror real quick to make sure I was good.
Man, I thought we were gonna match, bro, because I got those too.
Nah.
For the holidays, I'm gonna break them out. So we play tomorrow. I'll probably break them out tomorrow, and then we play Monday. I'm probably gonna break them out Monday too. So.
Okay, there we go.
Now-
Tomorrow we gotta record the kicks. We gotta record the
Yeah.
kicks tomorrow. That's the shorts for tomorrow.
Now I
plug
can't
your
guarantee.
IG, bro. Plug
Yeah.
your steals are us, bro. You're doing
sure.
it big with the sneakers and stuff.
For sure, yeah, man. I mean, that's another thing about me. I sell shoes. I can help you get shoes. I can help you get clothes. Whatever you need. Is at steelsrus_ on Instagram. We can add that in the bio and everything as well. And I also do make music as well. Be Easy the One. A lot of people call me Be Easy. A lot of people call me Be Easy. Whatever you want to call me. We got some music in the Hoops playlist from me as well. And then shout out to Alex AC the G. Shout out to him as well. He'll be hooping with us tomorrow. Also, he also makes music and we collaborate a lot. So that's just a little bit about me. That's really it.
Be easy. Huh?
Yeah, I played one of the songs we were playing at Hoops 2 weeks ago.
Be easy
Or
to
the
score
ACG.
on because you ain't got no defense out here, bro.
Hey,
I don't know what it is.
That's one thing about me. 7 p.m. on Friday at Hoopsin, there will be no defense play for me. Okay, every now and then I will get a block, a steal. Depends on where we're at in the game, but. I had an ankle injury back in April. I don't play no defense. I will not play defense. So no.
Yeah, we got ankle injuries, back injuries, knee injuries.
We all getting up there.
finger, hamstring.
Oh my goodness, we're all
Because your boys still got to go to work the next day.
Injury
Right.
report looking like the Pelicans.
Yeah.
right.
You like one of the taller people on our court, at least, being
Yeah.
6'3", like an actual 6'3".
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like I said, at 7 p.m. on a Friday, I'm not playing much defense. I'll play. I'll lock up. I can lock up when I need to.
We gotta insert some defensive highlights.
Oh yeah,
We gotta find them. Go
Insert
to the
here.
archives on anybody like that your size though, not against Manuel. You know.
Man was cooked you a couple times.
Oh
I've seen.
man, I don't know about Cook.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's not.
you remember that? There was one
He used
game.
the air fryer. He
There
wasn't
was-
cooking.
There was one game where Manuel hit like 8 points.
On brand.
It wasn't on Brandon.
Okay,
Oh, I was
It
like,
was
wait,
on-
hold on.
like
That's
when he
maybe
went
on Joel.
but one of them was a pump fake, and he got past Brandon and hit like a top of the key mid range.
Everybody gets scored on. Though.
Yeah, I mean,
He was the only one scoring.
I can send you a defensive highlight of someone.
Show him.
It's against Alex.
Okay.
I had blocked
He not
it.
going like that.
He
bro.
not. Yeah,
Hey,
he called me out earlier in the week. I can show you the messages.
We here for it. Post it. We
I'll
gonna put
show
it.
you the messages.
Insert here. It's gonna be in there.
He called me out earlier. Don't worry, we'll be mic'd up tomorrow.
Right, and we're gonna be mic'd up. I'm telling you, some of this production. And make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, and keep checking out these videos because the production is on its way up. We are working on it and actively trying to get better at the production. Back to your favorite player. So Kobe was an inspiration, but not a favorite player.
Yep.
Who is your favorite player?
Are we gonna go with all time or right now?
Well, let's go all time first, and then you
Okay.
go right now.
All time. My favorite player is gonna be LeBron James.
LeBron. Okay, that is his favorite player as well. And right now,
Right now, it flip flops right now.
it flip
Let me
flops.
guess.
So I'm like you a bandwagon.
Let me
right
guess
now.
one.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards might be one.
He is one of them.
Okay, a good
Yes,
guess. Then. Yeah.
he is one of them. Yes.
I love being a good guesser.
Only because I try to see what some of these players have in their game that is possible for me to do. So Anthony Edwards has a nice step back, so I try to see some of his footwork. I try to see some of that. Sometimes Jason Tatum, being a lankier person, has a nice crossover on certain things. So I try to see I try to see what he does.
We know Marcus Smart ain't one of them now.
I don't think Marcus Smart is anybody's favorite player, low key. I mean, if I see that, bro, I'll give you $5. That's your favorite player, like legit.
We hate Shea for the foul calls that he gets.
No,
He's foul based, but he's really good.
But
bro.
he's very fluent. He's very smooth.
really
And sometimes I try to learn how to be as smooth and fluent as him. So right now, I'm gonna be honest. I can't say I have a favorite player right now.
Okay.
I think that's a lot of people's sentiment right now. That's why the views are down. Why the game is kind of in a limbo.
I have a favorite.
There's like you like certain things from this player, but they're not like your favorite player.
Yeah.
Granted, they don't play for maybe your favorite team, but that didn't stop people from being Kobe fans that live in like on the other side of the world.
Yep.
You know, because he had that I don't want to use a played out word, but aura. You know,
Yeah,
that aura.
yeah.
So a lot of these new guys, they're great, they're talented, but they don't have aura to them.
Yeah, like
even
Jason
people with
Tatum,
sneakers, like
he's
Jason
a
Tatum has
copy
sneakers.
paste guy.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anybody rocking his shoes in person.
Mm-hmm.
AE has sneakers, but you know it's pretty popular. But I have seen people who put those. I think he has more charisma than Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
You know, right now. Granted, that's just his personality from we can gauge from what we can see off the court and on the court. But I think that's definitely an issue right now with the people and these upcoming star players.
Yeah.
Is they just don't have what it takes to be like legends in the game. Maybe because we're older, we're kind of like past our prime. That's how we feel. But I think a lot of people that support the NBA, they kind of feel the same sentiment as we do.
Yeah.
And they're not like gravitating toward these younger guys for whatever reason.
Well, because like back in the day, your ability to score used to be your showmanship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There was people who were really good at post game. Right. There were people that were really good with that mid range game. They were really good slashers. They were really good 3-and-D. Now, everybody wants to be all of that.
And you have to, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to. If you're not, then you're not going to get as many minutes. So, back in the day, people's favorite player was because that was their identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, oh man, like no matter what, this is him. Everybody loved Dirk's unblockable little post fade.
Fade away, yeah.
That's what he's known for. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just don't have a signature like that no more. Nowadays, it's more like what you look like. The brow,
that's true.
the beard. You know?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good take
That's
right
that.
there.
Yeah, that's a good.
You know
point.
what I also want to bring up is like just being a kid growing up, how we grew up, shooting like a paper basketball in school. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I used to say Kobe all the time. I used to say Kobe all the time.
bro.
Kobe.
You know,
Because that was the thing.
That's what it is.
That was
Yeah.
the thing.
Everybody knows that. Like even my dad, he's not gonna say it, but he knows about it. You know, my dad's 62 years old, so. I mean, things like that, they translate. Even the Jumpman logo translated to us. Like we didn't watch Jordan playing.
Right.
You know, I don't think anybody's watching Wizards game in 2001. I don't think so.
Nah.
So, you know, it translates to us. I'm right here next to 10 pairs of Jordans. You know, I don't know what you got on today.
Oh, I wore Jordan today.
Yeah, okay, exactly. You know?
So
So just like, you know, I don't see people wearing like Curry's shoes casually. Granted, I don't think they look good casually. But even LeBron's don't look good casually. Maybe you can wear Ant shoes casually. I don't think they look great.
The only one casually.
I wear LeBron's casually. Those are mine.
They're
fine.
I've seen people.
Maybe like a trainer and maybe to like the gym. But I don't think you're gonna go to like the movies with them unless they're just very comfortable. It just depends.
LeBron's are very comfortable, and they don't crease.
I've seen people wear Kobe's casually.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're in the high school era in like the 2010, 2014 time. You could wear basketball shoes casually, like KDs, those peanut butter KDs. You remember those, like the 5s, the 4s, the 3s.
On pearls too.
On pearls. You know, that was when actual shoes that Nike cared about.
Yeah.
Like presentation. All-Star kicks. We had a full lineup, All-Star kicks. We had a full lineup of KD Christmas, KD Grinch, Kobe Grinch, and LeBron Christmas, you know, stuff like that. Now they don't do that. We'll talk about later in the All-Star format. I don't know if you heard about it, but it's just nasty.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know exactly the specifics.
We're gonna pull up the specifics.
We'll it should be East and West and call it a day.
And there are actual All-Star players that are also in that sentiment as well. They don't like the new change. But
no, a lot of people were saying they
that.
don't like it. I know Durant was on there saying he doesn't like it, like actually verbalize that I don't like this.
He actually said
AD
hate.
said it too.
He used the word hate. He said I hate it.
If your star players don't like something, why are you doing it?
Why are you doing the change without running it by them first?
Yeah, you should have a team meeting. You know, granted, there's a hierarchy to things, but if these guys go on TV and say, I don't like this, that's not
bad
good.
for you.
It's not good to us. It's like, well, we didn't like it last year. We didn't like it the year before that.
Right.
The numbers of the views are going down. So doing something that they don't like isn't going to help the product be better.
Right.
Same thing with like Pro Bowl for football. Now it's like flag. Ain't nobody watching that shit. There's other things to watch. I'm not going to go to a bar and go watch the Pro Bowl. I don't think anybody's going to do that. Unless they're like a degenerate.
Honestly, like the game is more of like the showmanship that I was talking about, but I believe the viewership will come from skill challenges. In my opinion, football and basketball.
Okay.
Maybe more football to me.
Football for sure because
they
like
can bring that back.
yeah.
I don't know about basketball though. They do that every year with the teams, but it's like a circus course.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Like how many? If you go look at the stuff that that the old NFL was doing as their Pro Bowl,
That was cool.
None of it really translated to them playing football. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they
like
had the
throw between
they had
the
the
thing.
throwing, they had
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, but like they had dodgeball, they had relay races and things like that. That was people were watching. But basketball is only basketball. How good can you thread the needle with a basketball in the hole?
I think I would prefer to watch. Sometimes I'd be more excited for the Saturday night than the actual game, like the dunk contest, the skills challenge, the 3-point. I feel like those sometimes are more exciting than the actual game, which is kind of sad. But at the same time, like I don't know. I think there's only so much you can do with basketball, but I don't think it's broken. I don't think Saturday night's broken, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Still keep dunk contest, still keep 3-point, still keep skills.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The thing is, dunk contest hasn't been good, and the great players don't want to participate in it. So
That's other.
But at back in the day when dunk contests were were show, the great players didn't always participate either.
I mean, Mac McClung has won the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's
not a household name because he plays in the G League.
unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Like I like him, but I know about him because I watch like Ball His Life and Overtime, and I've seen him play since high school.
Yeah.
But most NBA fans that are middle aged aren't going to know about Matt McClung. Mm-hmm. I think he's a great dunker. I think he's a pretty good player, but he's not an NBA player.
Yeah,
He's a G League player.
he's an athlete. Going to what we were talking about last week, but so just a quick recap since your favorite player is LeBron. Like I said, his favorite player was LeBron. We had Rob. Do you remember Rob? What he said his favorite player? Whose favorite player was?
It was a nasty name. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't remember. I can't
It
remember
was
what.
nasty. He's like, my favorite player is Tony Snell. Like,
Mare
nah,
Stoudemire.
it was nasty.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was shocking.
Yeah.
Jarring.
And my favorite player, like I said, I have all time, and then my recent is James Harden, and then
That's good.
all
That's
time is Danny Granger. So
All time is Danny Granger.
Nah, his might have been Harden, bro. I think his was Harden.
was it Harden?
I think it was. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Danny
I think
Granger's
yours
crazy.
was jarring.
What Danny Granger is jarring.
That's
I
crazy.
never heard that in my
It's
life.
just not. It's not like
Nobody. It's not like in vogue.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever said
it's
that.
not popular.
So
but
it's not.
no one.
Marcus
No one is
Smart.
gonna. No one is gonna look at Danny Granger's gameplay and be like, "How do you like this player?" Like no one's gonna say
Nobody's
that.
gonna remember it unless you actually watch basketball back then.
That's true.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. So it's like
Yeah.
if I said
But
my
that's-
favorite player is Yao Ming, you'd be like, "Oh, I remember him. He's tall and Chinese."
Yeah.
Like, I can't picture Danny Granger in my head playing basketball right now. But that's me.
That's fair.
Maybe I'm a casual.
That's
I'm
fair.
kind of casual, anyways. But still.
So
And you?
I can't put
Exactly.
Bro. I just picture the jersey. I know you played for Indiana.
Yeah.
Like you can see
And
that,
it's
but I'm like, I
like,
can't
no, I
see
can't
any
see-
signature moves
No,
or
I
any
can't
moments.
see
I'm like,
anything.
did he come off the bench today? Like,
Nah, he
how
was-
many
he
claps
was-
did he average today? Like, I don't know.
He was a great defensive player. He had a great ball handle, and he expanded his. I watched Danny Granger go from like a player to like a star, and then back to a player.
Who was he?
So
3 or 4? Or?
he was a three.
Three.
Yeah, he was a three.
Okay.
That was when
I can see the body
when they
type.
paired
Yeah.
Danny Granger with Paul George, Indiana, when they
With
played
Paul
the
George.
Heat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was peak Danny Granger time.
Was Roy Hibbert on the team? too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yep.
My one memory of Danny Granger is honestly just like a 2K player because they would release
Yeah,
those moments
makes sense.
cards where he was like a pink diamond and he had a similar build to Paul George, so it was like a great like player to have on your my team.
Yeah. I mean,
when I used to play my team like that.
he was a good player.
Nah, yeah, I'm sure it was.
At some point, we're gonna pull up some Danny Granger highlights. You guys are gonna respect Danny Granger.
We should like have a little segment right now.
I honestly don't know if that is like if the NBA is. You need like a trademark.
We
or
probably
something.
get copyrighted.
Yeah, that's
for
what
it,
I'm saying.
but, I mean, we have one at the start of this podcast.
It's like, but it's 2 seconds.
Oh.
It's 2 seconds, which you can put anything. You can put a clip in 2 seconds or less. Like you can play a song or anything as long as it's 2 seconds or less, and it won't get copyrighted. But even such,
We're not monetizing for
I'll
it
still
right now
put.
anyways.
Yeah, but copyright still counts as a strike.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh damn.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even for the games that we play, we have hella strikes.
No, they don't always give you a strike because
Or they
they'll
just let you
they'll
know,
mute it.
and they just automatically like demonetize it.
Yeah, they'll demonetize it. They'll mute the audio, or they'll give you a strike.
Oh, okay.
So
You learn something every day.
yeah. They got that fair. Who was it? That fair use act. Yeah, came.
Just because, like, let's say you can do like a lot of commentary videos,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just be the video, but you have to pause it every often and like add your own spin to it.
Yep. So, I mean, that's just kind of what we have to deal with. But people, you guys are gonna before this podcast is done for good, everyone's gonna know Danny Granger for sure. So
send you a jersey or something.
I need to get a jersey, bro.
That'll be cool.
I need to get a jersey. I'll give me a Danny Granger jersey. I also really like Monta Ellis. So
Okay.
Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Yeah, facts.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
yeah.
he gets
the thing.
sacrificed so Steph Curry could become what he
Exactly, man.
That sucks.
Monta Ellis was such a bucket too, bro.
Yeah, he
like,
was.
He was such a bucket.
I just remember like the Chipotle bag tattoos. Like when I think about him, that's what I think about.
Yeah, hella tattoos.
Yeah, that's like an archetype that really doesn't exist anymore. Like, what young guy has like a lot of tattoos? Now that they're more acceptable, like think about like Halliburton doesn't have tattoos like that.
I mean,
Man.
LaMelo.
Yeah, they
Okay,
have
LaMelo,
to
yes,
have
he does.
clean. Like,
LaMelo.
yeah.
Yeah, to know.
LaMelo's got it, yeah, but like in a nasty way.
Yeah,
He has like Anderson tattoos, like Birdman.
like
tattoos,
Birdman
you
tattoo.
know?
I wouldn't be surprised. if
Zoe
they got-
too, technically.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they had 100 emoji tattoo on
He
there.
probably
So he
does.
probably
Or like a little bomb. I remember like
Yeah.
the hundreds logo.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a time. I can't think of any young guys that are like super tatted though. That are like
I think
becoming stars.
that's the NBA trying to be clean.
I mean, Jalen Green has the hand tat, he has sleeves, but even his like tattoos aren't like super bold. They're not super out there.
I can't think of any either.
I can't think of any. Not off the top of my head.
You know. Well, speaking of Jalen Green, we do have some Rockets recap to get into. The Rockets were sadly eliminated by OKC in the Cup semifinals, and OKC ended up matching up with the Bucks in the finals. We ended up catching that game. Did you go live or did you watch that one?
I watched that.
You watched that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we ended up watching that game. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, the Bucks just dominated them. They were shooting a lot of bricks. OKC was bricking a lot, and then just the Bucks relied on their two superstars, and that's pretty much what won them the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just the dominance of Giannis and then Dame as a supporting character.
Mhm.
Just their overall team, and Darvin Ham stays undefeated, and Doc Rivers got another title under his belt, even though this one doesn't matter as much. But I mean, you can't take it away from him. So
Yeah.
every player came away with over $500,000.
Right.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Gary Trent jumped in a lot too on for the Bucks in the championship game.
Yeah.
He put in some good minutes in the second half too. So
They played everybody because Middleton was out.
yeah,
Pat Connaughton got like 13 minutes, and he really doesn't come off the bench like that anymore. But it just showed like OKC is not there yet.
Yeah.
They're missing Chet, but they're still a young team, and that narrative really isn't changing right now. They just need to get to that next level. Hopefully this year they can, I guess, go to the Western Conference Finals because they didn't do it last year. And we're like 2 or 3 sets behind them as the Rockets.
Yeah.
But SGA didn't really show up as much for them. Like I said, they couldn't hit from 3 in the modern day NBA. You need to be able to shoot the 3 ball at a decent percentage. So they didn't make it.
Yeah.
But promising young team. And
Yeah.
we got to follow in their footsteps. And they're the blueprint for any young rebuilding team. You have to be like them, and hopefully we can be a team to I don't even know what the word is right now.
Follow their path.
Yeah, be a good role model for other teams.
Yeah.
Like a blueprint for other teams, for younger teams. Like, I think Detroit could be something in 2 years if they draft right and they don't sign, like, egregious contracts.
Which is all they do. They sign big men, and they...
Not anymore, though. Not anymore. They got, like, Hardaway. They got Tobias Harris. They rock with Cade. They rock with, like, Jaden Ivey. They could be... In the East is so weak, too. It's open.
Mm-hmm.
So you play your cards right, you can get into the top 6 and, be successful. Same thing with the Hornets, man. I mean, there's no more Michael Jordan is the owner, so blame him for it anymore. I saw a report they want to sign Zoe or trade for Zoe, which would be great, so the brothers can play together. But they're both injury prone. Actually, LaMelo just got hurt today.
Oh, yeah, I did see
Just
that
got,
on
like,
the
hit
way
in the
here.
face
Yeah,
or
he got hit in the
something.
face. Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, these guys are like need to play bubble wrap. But yeah, I think the bar is so low in the East that like anybody can make it if you just don't do dumb things.
Yeah, with like you said, the bar being so low, I think the Bucks winning this championship has catapulted them back into, obviously not record wise,
Well,
but
contention, at
into
least.
back into contention. So
they were
now-
looking sad when the
So
year
I
started.
think this revived their season. To
They
be
started
honest,
2-8.
yeah, I think this revived their season. I think that they will go on a deeper run after All Star break, and be back to one of those forces to be reckoned with. They just literally dominated OKC. Like seeing Giannis just go in and bully Hartenstein was like, okay, well,
Yeah, and that's the biggest guy they have.
yeah.
So
What else could they
Exactly.
do? Like
And
I saw
J-Dub.
that coming the whole time.
like, I saw a one-on-one with J-Dub, and he just put his shoulder into him, and he just rose up right over him.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing you could really do to defend that. Just have a bigger body out there.
Yeah.
Then that creates other things. Transition, you get a little bit slower, and you can't play 5 out. But that does expose certain teams. Like there's certain teams that draft or sign players just to match up with one other team.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
true.
play this team, it's going to be a problem. You can't always do that though because you can't dictate who you play.
That's true.
So if your team is set up to play a small ball lineup and you have to play like a traditional 5 or somebody like Giannis who's just unstoppable with his stature and his speed and honestly his ability to shoot, kind of not the 3 ball as well, but even outside the paint, like his mid range isn't terrible. You're gonna have a hard time. You just gotta throw a lot of bodies at him. You gotta get physical, and nobody plays as physical. I could say in today's game, like Giannis. That's why he's probably like a top 3 player. Not probably, he is a top 3 player. Just depends on the night, I guess. But yeah, definitely dominant for sure.
And what are your thoughts on the Rockets versus OKC semifinals? So we just covered the finals, but the Rockets were, in my opinion, were the front runners. I feel like they were slightly better than OKC until they showed us that the Rockets can't really score by themselves.
Yeah.
I think we knew that though before.
No, because the thing about it was, we've always kind of waited on one of the players, one of our stars, to become a star. So sometimes Fred VanVleet would go off, and then sometimes Dylan Brooks would go off randomly, and then Green picks and chooses when he goes off. So we kind of flowed with one of the stars having a great game,
Yeah.
And then the question was always, in our mind, but we never had to see it to where, what if all stars, had a bad day
Don't
at the
show
same
up.
time?
I mean,
Yeah.
What do you do then?
What do you
then
do?
you score like we scored like 80-ish points, and I mean it was a brutal game because it was just like physical. Both teams weren't scoring like that anyways, but our leading scorer was Amen Thompson with 19 points.
Yeah.
That can never happen.
No.
He's not even a scorer like that. He's a defensive player. So
Right.
if your leading scorer is a guy that's not known for scoring, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I'd say on the depth chart, scoring wise, he's what, like 5th? 4th
Scoring?
or 5th?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
He's
You
definitely
got
not up there.
Jalen Green should be our number 1 scorer every night.
Sengun,
I'll throw Sengun in there because those are the highest paid players. Then I'm going to throw
Van
VanVleet.
Right
Then I'm going
after.
to throw Brooks. And then
Yeah.
I'm going to put Bari, to
Honestly-
be honest with you.
honestly,
so
Brooks-
I'd say 6.
Brooks shouldn't even be up there because Brooks didn't come here to score.
No, he didn't.
He was
gets
jacking
enough shots too.
He was jacking in Memphis. He was jacking in.
But he gets shot attempts by starting. He gets the ball in our offense the way we swing. He's gonna get the shot attempps.
But he should be.
On him.
I don't think he should be taking them. I mean,
You take open ones.
When he
I never
make
see
them
him force. I don't see him force.
I feel not as much as I've seen him in Memphis.
Hey,
so yeah,
Ime's gonna stop.
Yeah,
Ime's
gonna tell him chill out.
Like, if he's on, but you take the open shots. I'm mad when he takes the open.
I seen him with like 10 seconds left on the shot clock take a step back, fade away 3-pointer, and hit the side of the doggone backboard.
I mean, that could have been a one-off.
That could have been a heat check. It just depends.
It really depends.
I mean, we've all taken heat checks.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Let's insert some heat check clips here, like half-court shots, heaves, one-legged.
Oh, Brandon shot over 2 people.
Yeah,
what?
360 layup. Like, I mean, I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, but we're not professionals. Anyway,
we're professionally unclutch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that depth chart, he's like 6th.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't see is just throw Reed Shepherd in. He didn't play the last 2 games. He didn't play the Warriors game.
Yeah,
he didn't
bro.
play against OKC.
That's a guy that can get and who can shoot.
At least he's known to, and he's a white dude, so he can shoot. But he's known to be like a high percentage 3-point shooter, especially in college. So
that's crazy.
You gotta let him get some run in.
I mean, one thing I've noticed with this season though is Ime Udoka's rotation is real light. It's only 7 or 8 guys every game. Now that 7 or 8 changes based on the game, which is, I mean, that's how it should go if you're a coach. You check it, but. Me personally, I don't think putting Reed Shepherd in either 2 of those games would have helped anything.
Because he's not a defensive player, that's why he's not getting run. But like, it's more than just this season. That's the thing. So if it's like a big game, you want your guy to get some.
Oh yeah, he's your number 1 draft pick. So yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, he's our 1st-round draft pick. So. He's a high draft pick, and let's just say we traded Fred.
Yeah.
I mean, Shooter just went to the Warriors, so I think that would have been a decent pickup for us. I don't know what we could have given up. But he could initiate offense. Who else could initiate offense for us? Jalen Green's not going to do it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro! I can't tell you how many times I seen Jalen Green drive with no plan. No. He would drive and then he get caught in the air and just throw it.
That's kind of how he is, though. It's like he's just AAU. I don't know. I don't want to call him a street baller, but he's just out there to hoop. He's just out there to hoop, and he's gonna try whatever he can. But that kind of the problem in NBA basketball is like
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
Things don't look good. Like you can do whatever you want when you make it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not making it consistently, it's like, bro, get off the court because you're not helping on defense.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything. He's not setting other guys up. He doesn't cut off the ball. He doesn't set screens. He doesn't defend at a high level. So if you're not scoring 25 plus a night, you don't need your minutes.
Yeah.
Your minutes need to be divvied up to other guys like Tari, Jay Sean Tate even. I mean, at least you're going to give me some defense and like a 3-ball or a putback or some offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Jalen's not going to do it. He's going to be running back. The best thing he did in last week was make those 2 free throws against the Warriors, which is big. Facts. Yeah, but like, come on, dude, you make too much money.
That's crazy.
To not be scoring like you should.
Yeah.
This is his only chance to score right now, unless he goes and gets shipped to like a shitty team.
Yeah.
So he's gonna look back on this if he doesn't take it seriously and regret the fact that he let this pass him.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could have gave him the keys to the city to take over this team, to be the guy, to be the new Harden-esque player. And he's fumbling.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I think the 2 main things from that game or the takeaways was, yes, the stars didn't play the way they should have.
You know why, though? I don't even want to say that. They're not stars.
They're
not stars.
I think I agree.
We don't have an all-star on our team.
That's a high.
That's a fact.
The thing is, I agree. I agree.
That's a fact. We don't have any stars on our team. But these are not known guys around the league.
Yeah, so these are the
except
Houston's.
Sengun because he's rising.
Right.
He's a rising star.
Yeah,
we don't have any all-stars and we don't have any stars. We have guys. And that's the problem.
Okay, that's not a hot take. I understand where you're going.
I agree with it.
I understand what you're saying.
Other people are gonna say the same shit.
Yeah. So let's better way of saying our main guys.
Yes.
Is what I should say.
Yeah,
our main guys.
The leaders of the team.
The leaders of the team did not show up.
Yes.
Van Fleet didn't hit his first 3 until close to
like the fourth. He was 1 for 9.
Yeah.
Or 0 for 9. I'm sorry.
That was number 1. Number 2 was there was a lot of from OKC, they penetrated really easily and then dumped it off to Hartenstein or through the lob.
He's killing us.
Our
Bro, with the
interior
little floater, and
mid-range
he
floater?
tried that back. He tried that with the Bucks, and they
Yeah.
they were so not happy.
Well, and that's the difference is, I mean, I'm not mad at it because it's been working for us this year, but we don't really have a main big guy or a big man.
And just
So-
Adams, who probably plays under 15 minutes.
And again, that goes back to MA's rotation. It depends on who you're playing.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like, is Steven Adams, or say we make it to the finals, right? Probably won't, but let's say we
Yeah,
play the
no
Bucks
way.
in the finals, right? Or if they would have played them in the cup, right? Would Steven Adams play in the cup then to defend Giannis?
He'd have
Like,
to.
He'd have to.
Just
Yeah.
because the physicality of
Right.
it. And just even if he's not playing
And
well,
even
just
for
to eat up
fouls.
fouls.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for fouls.
You know, it's just throwing a body. Just it's a bigger body out there.
Yeah.
Like he plays good, but his after the injuries, his feet are not as quick as they used to
Yeah.
be, and he offers nothing on offense
Yeah.
except little putbacks. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a lob threat. He's not a pick and roll threat by any means. When he gets the ball, he's immediately looking just to set a screen or pass it to somebody, which is fine. But it's just like you're playing 4-on-5 at that point because
Yeah.
this guy is not scoring, bro.
Yeah.
Like at least when we had Capella, you know he's a lob threat.
Mm-hmm.
He's a high flyer, you know. But Adams at this point in his career is not doing that.
Right.
Yeah, those are the two takeaways I got from that game. Was the main guys didn't show up. The interior defense was getting destroyed all night, and I'm not gonna say the lights were too bright, but this is it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure, for
Step in
sure.
the right direction. To even be mentioned in the Final Four of it all was
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
The NBA is putting a new All-Star format in this year. They're gonna do 3 teams of 8, I believe, for 24 selections. It'll be 3 teams of 8, and they're gonna run a tournament style championship. I don't know. It's
like
a tournament
games to
style
40,
game,
bro.
It's games to 40. It's the
So
first
that's the new
teams
format.
to 40.
That's
And the winner of the ladder is gonna face the winner of the Rising Star Challenge team in the finals.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why? Why are we doing extra shit?
Anything to increase ratings, but I mean that doesn't even sound fun.
Ratings
at
are
all.
cooked right now for NBA, bro. I'm sorry, and that's not the way to get it up.
Yeah, just put a big 3 game on, bro. Who cares? Like I'd rather watch that format than that crappy All-Star game with the 4-point shot or whatever. Like it's like a circus.
Yeah.
Man, like they can like there's so many different basketball game like types that you can implement that
21,
that would raise
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
21 call out king of the court around the world. Wait, no, that's a 3-point contest, but horse
Pig, like whatever you want.
there's so many different like ways to play the game that they could implement than a top 24 like if they wanted to do we can do like they could do positional call outs, bro, like the 1 through 3 through 5 you'll do king of the court to 5 or something like that, or 3. You do it that it's just something to add. Like you don't have to have it. You don't really necessarily have to have a basketball game for the All Stars. Like the Rising Stars, yeah. Like man, you can make that.
wanna
You can make
showcase
that
to your
game.
young guys.
Yeah, you want to showcase
I
that.
actually
But-
like that. I
but
like that.
That's
that
better
too.
Yeah, because you get to see all the young guys, and then they have like World versus United States.
Yeah, and then
I
they
think-
have celebrities. too.
Yeah.
The
I
celebrity
don't give
games
a
are.
shit about celebrity games.
Those
Sometimes
are
they're
entertaining.
the Creator
Those
Cup.
are
You saw that?
entertaining.
Oh yeah, the
I don't
Creator
care
Cup.
about
I don't
that.
care.
Oh,
about that.
those are entertaining.
They're
I don't care.
entertaining enough for me to watch on Instagram, not for me to watch on
TNT
where it matters.
Yeah. The
Like, I don't care about
the
that.
All-Star format itself. I used to love All-Star Weekend because, of course, remember we were talking about the shoes.
Yeah.
So shoes was the best part, in my opinion, was waiting for the shoes to come out. But
Jerseys.
All-Star setup. I was waiting for the jersey reveals. Those are always the best.
Those
And then-
jerseys be fire.
Majority of the time they are, yeah. And
Nice.
then your Friday night is your celebrity game, your rising stars usually. I liked when it was rookie versus sophomore. That's when I first heard about James Harden, was that rookie sophomore game in LA, 2011. I remember it.
I remember that like Deion Waiters and
Yes,
Hardaway
Deion.
going at it.
Here in Houston, it's actually here in Houston.
They were going 1-on-1.
They were
but
going 3 for 3. And
that was tough.
That stuff like that was cool. And then your Saturday night was your dunk contest, your 3-point skills, all that. That's cool. And then Sunday you had your game,
The
and
main event.
you feel like you had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Now, I look forward more to Friday, Saturday more than I do Sunday. The actual
And think
game.
about, as a consumer, would you go to that event and spend money on those tickets?
Right.
Probably
right.
not, right?
Nah,
Back in the day, it was more of like a big 3-day event, like a festival for like
Yeah.
concert or something like that. Now, I'm not spending my hard-earned money to watch people that clearly don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And they make a lot more money than me. You know, at the end of the day, it's an entertainment product. And if we aren't entertained by it, then they're doing something wrong.
Right.
So
That's facts. Yeah, that's definitely. I just miss when it was honestly East versus West. When they tweaked it and did team captains and picked up, I thought that was
cool
I think
for like
that's
a
cool.
year or two.
I think that
What
was
are
cool.
you gonna
Yeah.
do East versus West? Like honestly,
Clearly,
look
the
at
West is
look at
better.
the West.
Yeah.
And look at the East. Like that can't.
That's why
continue to
when
be.
LeBron left the East, that's why they switched it.
Yeah.
Because they was like, this is the guy, and now he's not here.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. I
You
mean,
know.
well, doing the captains and then picking up,
That was
I think
cool.
that's cool
Yeah,
because that's like what we do. That's like the shit that we do. So
Like
I thought that
Super
was cool. But
yeah.
this new format for if it's now you're saying, then yeah, that sounds
But
disgusting.
then even with that format, the best player currently right now is getting picked last. Jokic was getting picked last because his game's not flashy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he's the best player right now.
James
So-
Harden got picked last.
No defense. Ball hogging.
Hey, and
Limited defense.
let the record show that he was picked last, and the reason Giannis said, because of lack of the defense, and then he came and he made the defensive stop that won them the game. So
a game that didn't matter.
it don't matter.
He's
It
clutch
doesn't
when
matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, man, you don't need to go play
every-
overseas.
every
You don't
time-
need to go play Big Three. Play with Unclutch, baby. We'll sign
Play
you.
with
Luke's
every
loose. We'll give you some money for the strip club.
every time there's a narrative on James Harden, he goes and he does what they said that he can't do. Oh, he can't pass, became the best passer. He ain't got no defense, led the league in steals. Point is, he did what
He
he
can't
needed to do.
win. Is he
Yeah,
gonna
point
win
is
this
he
year?
needs to-
Hey, he might
Chip
win.
now.
Hey, you never know.
Everyone's
You
saying he
never
can't
know.
win a chip. Okay, go
You-
win a chip.
once he wins a chip,
You
everybody
never
gonna shut
know.
up.
That's probably why he started team hopping because y'all. He could never win a trip.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
a real
why he
nigga
probably
don't
went
do
to go get.
Yeah,
That's a lie. Everyone has done it,
Real niggas don't do that.
Bro.
Giannis ain't do it.
bro. Giannis was
Jokic
about to
didn't do
leave.
it. But he
Giannis
didn't do
was
it.
about to leave. Jokic don't care. Like, bro, Jokic don't even
He
like
don't-
basketball.
He don't even like basketball. But
Like,
he won,
yeah,
though.
like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
That's crazy.
So his third best player was what? Like Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, bad. Maybe
Maybe
KCP.
KCP?
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
Bruce
KCP. Bruce Brown.
And he
Bro,
won with those niggas. and then he said Harden can't win with CP3.
No, they won because everyone
Westbrook.
else was injured, bro. They ended up having one of
Bro,
the
we
deepest
talked about that
bench in the
earlier,
league, bro.
It doesn't matter. Michael Porter Jr. has 3 back surgeries.
I don't care.
He's had 3 back surgeries. What are you talking about?
Not at the
Everybody-
time. He didn't have three
But you
back
still you carry your
Yeah,
back
he had
injuries
2.
with you.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, 2. Okay, 2, and he's still putting up numbers. Like it doesn't matter. You play who's in front of you. It is what it is. I can't be like, oh, bro, remember like 3 years ago I tweaked my left leg and that's why I lost. It doesn't matter, bro. Nobody cares about what happened during the season. They care who won. When I Google it, it's gonna say who won, and it's gonna say Denver Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
When I look up how many rings does James Harden has, it's gonna say 0. That's it.
Facts.
It's gonna say 0.
Yeah,
They're gonna tell me a whole bunch of numbers that don't matter, that don't mean shit. They're gonna say 0. John Stockton's a great player. He ain't got no rings. Carmelo's a great player. Ain't got no rings. Carmelo Anthony's a great player. Ain't got no rings. Charles Barkley's a great player. Ain't got no rings.
We're talking about
Like
the
what?
top 3 guard in history.
And he has no rings.
Yeah, man.
And he cannot surpass Kobe Bryant. And he cannot surpass Dwayne Wade. He cannot surpass Michael Jordan. Who else is on the list?
I think he's better than Dwayne Wade.
But he cannot surpass him
Anyway,
in
okay.
legacy because he has no
Yeah,
rings.
legacy.
I
You're
said
right.
he's
You're
better
right.
than Dwayne Wade.
You're right. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, whatever.
He
That
won't
doesn't
give
mean
it.
Old head's gonna love that one.
That doesn't mean anything.
Old heads are gonna love that.
So that's the new All Star format. It's to be determined how this is gonna go. We might have a special bonus podcast that week where we'll talk about that like right after where it's fresh and we can really pick apart what we liked and disliked about it. But as of right now, it's a thumbs down for me. WNRL.
I'm not gonna watch it. It's an L.
WNL. It means it don't matter.
Nah, I'm not watching that. Yeah,
Nah.
personally.
Even if you off, I don't think that it's on a Sunday. NFL is probably gonna play that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why would I watch that over?
Well,
NFL?
I mean, because it's in mid-February. The Super Bowl's probably.
Super
Oh,
Bowl.
it's in February.
Yeah, February.
Okay,
Yeah.
so probably football won't be on then.
Yeah, the All Star.
Yeah.
Is XFL gonna be on? Is Canadian football gonna be on? Like I'll watch whatever. Like
This fool said the XFL.
XFL is making a comeback.
yeah, like WWE's on today. Like I'm gonna watch something else. I'll watch Netflix. Like I'm not watching that. I'm not even gonna stream that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna steal it. You know how bad a product has to be. You won't steal it in the streets. Come on, bro. Adam Silver, you gotta do better, bro. You gotta do better, Adam Silver. Now you done terrible.
I mean, honestly, I don't know any other ways you can improve it. Though.
We never pirated a game in our lives,
and I never will.
and we never will, especially that All-Star game.
I ain't gonna steal. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
They need to just put it on Instagram.
Instagram live, give it to Drewski and just let him comment.
You know they're probably
Give it
gonna.
to
They're not
Spice
that far
Adams.
from that. They're not far from
No,
that.
it's pretty close. It's like the Costco guys are doing like AEW, which is like a lower class wrestling. They're like big in that.
Yeah.
The NBA is like almost there.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to get like influence like Kai Cenat to like hype up the All-Star game, or I Show Speed or somebody like that. Or,
Right.
What's that one dude's name? Sketch. Before he got doxxed. You know, like it's almost there. It's bad.
Yeah.
The young kid, I know young kids don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
I know they don't care about that. They care about like Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Put the game on Twitch.
Put the game
on Twitch.
You want to reach
And
more?
I mean,
Yeah.
the NFL's already got to Twitch though.
Like I know NBA. Like
Well, they got to deal with Amazon,
So-
which in the same thing as it on Twitch, because I believe Amazon owns Twitch, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
So
is
I
that
mean,
true, chat?
Yeah. Comment. Yeah, I could be wrong. You know, I believe that's where the deal came from, because the deal was made with Amazon, and then somehow it's on Twitch. That's the the pieces that I put together for that.
They got to do something. Like at the end of the day, it's like, let's say like a presidential candidate does something, or like the actual president. You be like, oh, it's not his fault. That's who you blame. That's why I say Adam Silver, you got to do better.
Yeah.
That's the commissioner of the league. That's who we're gonna blame.
Mm-hmm.
I can't blame nobody else.
Yeah.
You got to make the players care. You got to make the product better.
Right. You can't keep just throwing money at them because they got
No,
money.
because they keep doing it. They
Yeah.
gave them $500,000 for the cup. A lot of people don't care about the cup.
Right.
We're giving them $125,000, whatever it is, for this All-Star format. They're already millionaires, bro. Like, so now their baby mama get half of that too. Some of these people got like 3 baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
The baby mama's cup, baby mama All-Star
The
game.
baby mama
That's what it should
All-Star
be.
game.
That's what it should be. Anthony Simons and Brandon Ingram got the same
Oh
baby mama.
yeah, that's right.
So they got to go one-on-one in the All-Star game.
That's crazy.
That's what they got to do.
Yeah.
Like, come on, everybody's sharing baby mamas now, so that's what they got to do. Like, do some drama, some reality TV show All-Star game at this point. It's ridiculous. Don't share baby mamas if you're rich.
Yeah.
If you broke, don't do it either.
Don't do it.
That's a
period.
PSA.
That's
Don't do
yeah.
that.
You say that to say this. With that being said, guys, that's gonna wrap up episode 7. Once again, I'm one of your hosts, Chris,
Hey, it's Isaiah.
It's your boy B.
and so I'm gonna just leave you guys with this. Please, if you made it this far, you obviously like what we have to say. Just consider following, like, subscribe, share. Tell just one friend, and that one friend will tell another friend, and that's just how this thing works. Do you have any closing remarks for us?
Merry Christmas to everybody. Not sure exactly when this episode will come out. Merry Christmas, Happy New
Should
Year.
come out before though.
It will be right before
Well then,
Christmas.
yes, Merry Christmas. Everyone, happy holidays. Be safe. Go Rockets. LeBron is my favorite player. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And we got to you last because you wanted to make such a fiery debate about James Harden not
Hey,
being
man,
clutch.
that was
do
dope.
you have any closing remarks for us?
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. No, we might be copyrighted. Stop it. So
Never mind.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Man, so Kobe. It's my mom.
That's fair.
Hello.
Nah, play defense tomorrow just for that.
You can play defense on that. Well,
I don't think it's even gonna matter.
Shit been pissing me off lately. Y'all do win.
Well, because I do dirty work.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'd be like,
I be crashing boards and getting second chance shots.
fucking Joel had picked me first, and I was like, bro, you're grab a rebound, bro.
And he did what?
Watching
He
it.
gave it to Chris. And then Chris missed out.
I was hurt.
You should have shot that bitch off of one leg.
I did shoot it off one leg, bro.
That nigga.
You ready?
At
Yeah.
this point, we just go back to
Sorry, I was watching.
Brandon shit.
Yeah, we're
Jordan
going back.
Clarkson was trying to fight somebody on the Pistons.
He ain't fucking Filipino, bro. He ain't fucking nobody.
He's Filipino.
I'm gonna go to Jollibee, eat some food.
Jollibee. Oh my goodness. Whenever you can put away your hose and focus on the task at hand, we'll be ready for you.
Alright, bro. I was actually reposting Isaiah's post. Alright.
I'm not a hoe.
Alright, I'm ready.